So we're here looking at Jacques-Louis David's masterpiece, Oath of the Horatii.
This painting, made in 1784 in Rome, can now be found in the Louvre in Paris. This painting was incredibly important to the early French revolutionaries.
Yeah, when you look at its importance to the revolutionaries, you can also see how this painting reflects commentary on the nobility, the bourgeoisie class, as well as the role of women in society at the time.
Yeah, and this stark contrast between this painting and the role of the nobility at the time in French society can really be summed up by the difference between the neoclassical style used here and the very fluffy Rococo style used in the paintings depicting
as well as what the various styles depict. Here we have, just a multitude of neoclassical traits that are just almost textbook, like the bold outlines and the polished feel to
very
it.
Straight lines, the zero brushstrokes at all.
And you get the stark contrast of lighting, but it's a completely different subject than the Rococo art, which again contrasts the neoclassical with very freely.
You're really seeing a very serious subject matter. It's these three brothers who are swearing their lives to the good of their country. They're swearing their lives before they go to war.
These three Horatii brothers are the men on the left, and they have their arms raised in an oath to the swords that their father is presenting to them, who's this middle figure, where they're swearing their lives to their country. And again, this serious subject matter completely contrasts the subject matter of Rococo art, which is all about personal pleasure and entertainment for the bourgeoisie.
Which really, it all depicted the bourgeoisie out in nature having fun. It was all just very flowing colors, very natural scenes, pastoral imagery. It wasn't about this serious subject matter. It was all about nature, not the societal benefit presented here.
With that being said, with the image presented in the neoclassical painting that Jacques-Louis David has presented us with, let's take a look at what the painting means itself. First, you get these three men that are ready to go to war. Right? They're in armor, they have spears. You can actually see a spear and a shield in the background if you look closely. But then, when you observe their contrast to the women, it's very different.
Yeah, it really seems like the men on the left are being shown as very powerful. They're in the light.
Yeah, they're also very muscular, too.
Yeah, very muscular. The women, on the other hand, in the shadow, very crouched over, very just obsessed with the personal, very obsessed with what their own situation is.
They're very curvy and very weepy. On one hand, you get the muscular, angular men on the right swearing their lives for their country, where you've got the curvy, weepy women almost dependent on the men. On the right-hand side,
who it can really be noted that it seems like they're very worried about what's going to happen to them. They're talking about what's going to become of us.
Yeah,
it's not about society.
Not about the country.
It's about them,
which is another reason why the enlightened thinkers or the enlightened thinkers' beliefs are portrayed within the depiction of these women. They seem almost dependent on the men, and again, their countenance and their demeanor is just so different. It's almost reflective that they aren't as capable as the men.
So this stark dichotomy between the men and the women really, really sums up Jacques-Louis David's point with this painting, in that the men of the nobility of the pre-French Revolution class really were not representative of virtue, and that led to the decline in society.
It was really their calling card. It was saying, get ready, you're going to have to sacrifice yourselves for your country, so get ready to do it now.